G'day guys, Kai here from Love Lawns. Hope you're all doing well. In this video we're taking a look at the Husqvarna, the brand new Husqvarna 15 litre battery powered backpack sprayer. This is a quality piece of kit that Husky sent out to me for free to review and share some feedback and thoughts and make some content on. So big massive thanks to Husqvarna for sending this out to me, and but just also to say that all my thoughts and feedback are still my own, and they're not asking me to say anything or swaying the review in any way, shape or form. So you'll always get my honest thoughts and feedback on products no matter what. And yeah, this is basically just a really good sprayer. Honest feedback is it's really good. I've used heaps of sprayers over the last few years, and this is up there with the best for sure. In fact, I'd say this is probably the best one I've used so far. And we'll go through some of the features as to why I think that now, and have a bit of a closer look at it. So the first thing we'll look at is the wand. This is a 25-inch stainless steel wand with a adjustable brass spray nozzle on the end. It also comes with the fan nozzle, as well as this one that you can see here. I think it's got a coarse and a fine drip style nozzle. So no dramas with this whatsoever, works really well, no leaks, and being slightly longer I think than some, 25 inches, gets it away from the body quite well, you know. So it's a long way out when you've got your arm extended, so it gets those chemicals and stuff just that little bit further away from your body, and potential, you know, breathing them in or getting them on your feet and stuff like that, which is great. It's got a really robust rubberized handle and grip on here, which is really good. It's also got this really good thick reinforced PVC piping hose, along with this really good quality connections here. Sometimes when the hose goes straight into the fitting here, it will break. They normally always break at that point. It's a real weak spot. So having this additional reinforcement here is very welcomed, and yeah, I don't see this breaking anytime soon. Real good quality. The only thing I would mention about this handle is it has a lock on when you're using it, but it doesn't have a lock off. So, and on a few occasions I have actually caught this with my leg, or, you know, just putting it in and out of something, and a little bit of spray shot out the end, which is not really what you want, because you know, depending on what you've got in there, you don't want it spraying randomly on people or things. So it would be good to have a shut off little thing on here, rather than just a shut on, you know, whatever you call it, like a switch. So moving down this hose, the connection in the actual bottom of the tank here is a really good quality. No dramas with the quality, and you can undo that and let the water out as well if you need to. My only small little thoughts are that this bit here quite often sits underneath the tank, you know, when you're putting it down and stuff, and I'm not sure, and as you can see, you might be able to see, you should be able to see from this video, that it's always sitting at an angle. I don't know if they should have made that slightly higher, or made this slightly shorter or something potentially, but it's always yeah, it's always sitting at an angle. So I'm not too sure how that'll last over the course of its life, but we'll see how we go. At the moment there's no dramas whatsoever, and it's all good, but yeah, just pointing that out really. But yeah, it's very good connections, very easy to take off as well. So if you did have any dramas, if it does get damaged, it would be easy to just replace this hose part, which is good. So it's got an internal no-leak pump design as well, which you know, you can use with wettable powders and liquids of all types of applications. 150 psi, 25 psi pressure regulator, and delivers constant pressure, and it is very good pressure. Well, that's good. It's got some good pressure. and it's all got those Viton valves, or Viton, however you pronounce it, so no leak Viton valves, and I've had no leaks from this product whatsoever from this sprayer, which is great because that can't be said for all of them. So let's go around and have a look at the back of the pump. So it's got a super comfortable padded harness, which is really good, really comfortable. I've had no dramas with it whatsoever, and it's quite unusual to get one of these on a sprayer, because normally you get the straps obviously, and you might get a bit down the bottom, or a little bit of padding, but then it's normally just flat plastic on the back there, moulded to the shape of a back, but it's still not very comfortable. Whereas this has got a really good harness. It's not too thick, it's just enough. It's also got the chest straps here, which is great. And yeah, no dramas with that. And the other great thing is you can actually take this off and replace it, wash it, clean it. After a bit of use, it might get a bit smelly and dirty and stuff. So yeah, good job, Husky. This is also where you have the battery, which just clips in there. One of the great things about this battery is it's a lithium battery. It's a good size, 18 volt, 2 amp hour. That lasts about 4 hours of continuous use, or about 190 litres of water or liquids. And the great thing about it is it comes out, and you can take it out and charge it. You don't have to plug in the charger to the unit, to the actual sprayer. You can take this out. So that means you can get a couple of these, and you've got no worries with all-day power. And you can just charge this. You don't have to worry about having the battery, the cord going into the actual sprayer. Which another great, simple but great and effective design. That just slides in there like that. That just clips up there. Job done. Nice and easy. Love it. Got a nice thick plastic handle on the top here, which is super easy to lift it. And it's also got a good metal sturdy stand on the bottom there, which is good. If you're on nice flat ground, it will stand up really well. It's got good pressure, as I mentioned before. No dramas with that. One of the other great things about it is it uses all the liquid in the container. So some of the others I've used in the past don't actually get, when they get down to about a litre or a litre and a half, they lose their prime, and they don't actually use up all the product in the sprayer, which is a bit frustrating sometimes, because you don't really want to be left over with a litre or a litre and a half's worth of product. You have to hang it off your shoulder sometimes to get it to prime back up, and sometimes on a couple of them it doesn't actually prime up unless you take off, unscrew the nozzle on the end of the wand, which is just a massive faff really. So really good that it uses all of the liquid. This will go down to completely empty, which is great. Yeah, it's very comfortable. Got your on-off switch on the side here, so that's nice and easy. You can reach that when it's on your back in case you forget to do it before you swing it over your shoulder. So it comes with a 12-month warranty as well from purchase, and it also comes obviously with the battery and the charger. And the cost in Australia, I think, is around $450 if I'm not mistaken. So it's not, it's not cheap, but it's not one of the most expensive either. I think, for example, the Still 18 litre, I think it is here is about $700. And that's without a battery or a charger. So arguably that's a slightly different product, but it still does the same thing. This and that will do the same thing. So this is a reasonably priced, very good quality sprayer. So the only two small things that I'd probably change on this personally would be to have the handle have an off position, so you can't accidentally press it in when you're just storing it like it is at the moment. And also have a way of storing the wand in a vertical position rather than as you see it now, horizontally across the top. That actually takes up a fair bit of room. So it'd be nice to be able to store it vertically as well. Other than that, and potentially the lead there, where the hose goes in at the bottom there, we'll see how that stands the test of time. But really, considering this is a first product for Husqvarna, I don't think they've ever done a battery-powered sprayer in the past. Like, this is a bloody good product. So I use this mostly for the larger properties because it's got quite a bit of pressure, which works really well when you're spraying hedges, spraying lawns, or doing larger commercial weed treatments. And then I use the 8 litre, the little 8 litre battery one, for the smaller residential stuff. So they work hand in hand together really well. and I've been really pleased with the performance of both. Just the right amount of everything really, and no leaks, no dramas. So very pleased with it. In fact, yeah. So in fact, the first time I got it, I mixed some products together that didn't work very well, which I wasn't aware of, and it kind of coagulated or sort of mixed together and thickened up like off milk, so it was really thick, and I didn't realise this, and I was like, "Wow, why isn't it working? This thing's rubbish." And obviously it was user error as always, and so I cleaned all that out, and that was the very first time I used it, and so the first impressions was terrible, and then obviously I realised it was me, so then I sorted that out, cleaned it all out. And it is really easy. Everything comes off and apart, and you can clean it out really well. All the pumps and everything come off, and it's a really good unit to keep clean and maintain, nice and easy. So I cleaned it all out and put some decent liquids in there that work together, and yeah, it was brilliant. And it's been brilliant ever since. So yeah, keep everything charged up, and yeah, 4 hours of continuous spraying is, you know, unless you're doing a lot of spraying, you know, that's a week's worth really, probably for most people. Unless you're doing a lot of commercial stuff where there's loads of weeds, but normally you should be on top of the weeds if you're doing them on a weekly basis, so there shouldn't ever really be a need to spray regularly, you know, more than 4 hours a week, I don't think. So yeah, very pleased with it. I don't think there's too much more to say about it. Thanks again to Husky, and thanks again to you guys for watching. Really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed that, and yeah, let me know in the comments if you have any questions. And the next video, I think I'll compare it to some of the other sprayers I've got. I've got some solo ones. I think I've got a Sylvan, all battery powered. So it'd be good to see how it goes and my thoughts on how they compare. Spoiler alert, this one is better. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hit the like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. I want to see some more, and see you in the next one. Cheers guys. See ya.
I've been giving you the worst. Now you wanna stay the night.